And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. On first down, here comes this offense. Snap it to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
He wants to throw. He's looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for space, it's Freeman. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quarterback checking off. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Direct snap. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Try to get it to the edge. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
There's 11 guys on offense there, locked in and playing together. That was a critical 4th down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did an outstanding job of executing, and now they get to stay on the field.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Freeman. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. It's complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. They'll run for it on 4th down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
Touchdown, TCU! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Now on the move. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll go with a direct snap. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
Oh, look out! And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 7 over Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll try to get outside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Calls his own number. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Quarterback will keep it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so...
And it's picked off. Oh, what a move! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Smith takes the handoff. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide out in motion. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing and going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quarterback checking the play. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 3rd down, going up top. Hit as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll go to the ground. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's going to let it go. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Rebels will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half.
Set to kick this one away.
Bringing it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Finds a tight end down the gut. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Freeman. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to fire on second down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.